Hi, it's Amanda Boyd here, and we are right around the corner from June. So in Houston, that means we are getting prepared for hurricane season. So June 1st is that official start date of when we could possibly start seeing storms. Luckily for us, we do have some time to prepare for things if a storm is moving in our way, but there's always some key things that you should make sure to check on at the beginning of every year so you're prepared in case a storm does come in. So first, for some things on your home, you need make sure that you're reviewing your insurance policies and what your coverage is going to be. You're also going to want to go through and update your personal inventory list of what you have in your home. So, in case something does happen, you have that to go through with your insurance company. And that's always good to do every year anyway, just to stay on top of things. Also, check to see if you're going to need a policy for wind or wind blown water damage, because that could be something that you may need depending on your area and how far from the coast you actually are, and ensure that you have flood insurance. As a realtor, most of us, those of us who've been here long enough, we always encourage everyone to have flood insurance, whether you're in a floodplain or not, because we are in the Houston area and we can never guarantee what's going to happen. So it's always cheaper to have it than to not have it and need it later. And then make sure that you cut back all those trees and branches. This is a great time of the year to get that done. That's going to help. So in case any of these windstorms do come in, avoiding those tree branches falling on your house and causing some other issues. So that's things you want to take care of in your house just to be safe on that side, and just some tips of things that you should always have on hand in case a storm does start moving in. Those water jugs. I always like to recommend to people, one thing that I do is the gallon jugs of water. I'll put that in a freezer if we know that a storm's coming. That way, in case we do lose power, which we have before, I'm able to put that in a cooler with some of the key items that will help keep it fresh if so when the electricity is out. And usually it can stay pretty frozen for long enough to keep everything good. Non-perishable food items, of course, your pet supplies. Make sure that you have some extras on hand during this time, just in case, because we all do know what happens at the grocery store once the storm's coming in. It's going to be long wait times and things are going to be hard to find. So it's good to kind of stock up a little bit of those extra things now. And of course, make sure you know where all your flashlights are. You have fresh batteries for those. Your first aid kits are all stocked up, and you have some personal sanitation stuff kind of set aside for this time and kind of restock those. And it's also good to make sure that any of your battery charger packs for your cell phones, that you're keeping those charged now. So that way, in case something does happen and we do lose electricity, you're not scrounging to kind of get those down. And as always, make sure that you guys have an evacuation plan and a plan with your family if something's going to happen, where you're going and where you would meet in case you're not all together at the same time. So let's stay safe and make sure that we're always getting on top of those things, because again, we never know what's going to happen each hurricane season. And any other questions that you may have about the real estate market, feel free to reach out.